Hi guys, welcome back to a new Boom Beach video. A person in our Discord server requested this video. Well, it wasn't quite this video. It was a video that was a little bit different from this. But today, here's what's gonna go down. I'm going to attack Imitation Game, but every stage I'm gonna use a worse troop. So stage 7 is gonna be the worst troop in my opinion, and stage 1 is going to be the best troop. Now you might be asking yourself, Christian, seems like you have a partial order of troops. What are you gonna do? How are you gonna decide which troop is better than which troop? Well, I'm gonna use a little thing I made a while ago called my Boom Beach tier list, and I'll put the video down below if you guys want to watch it. But basically, I ranked all the troops, and we're gonna be going down the different tiers using a troop from each tier. Now, I only have 5 tiers, and there's 7 stages. And some of the troops are proto troops, and I can't use medics because what am I going to do with all medics? So I'm going to have to modify it a little bit and rank some troops into different tiers based on how well I think they are, but it still will be a super fun video, so let's jump into it. So in S tier, we have the warriors. So I get to use all warriors versus stage number 1, and I'm absolutely just going to pummel this core. I'm really hoping I'll be able to defeat Imitation Game, but the last troop I'm going to be using is really bad. So I don't know if I'll be able to defeat stage 7, and I really haven't thought about what troop I'm going to be using in stage 6 either. I'm kind of going to wing it because in the C tier list, not to spoil the video, we have proto troops, which we don't have at this point of time, and we have medics. So I don't think that's going to work. I already ruined it. Well, we do have an extra attack, so I'm going to have to drop my troop and retreat. That sucks. Okay, so next up, we have the A tier troops. Now, I get to decide which A tier troop I want to use. I'm going to pick the best one in the A tier. And I think for this scenario, I think the best one is actually the Zookas. A lot of people told me Zookas should have been up in the S tier. So I'm going to be trying them out. And I don't have to worry about mines. These mines are super low level, so I shouldn't die by them. And also, I am very, very sloppy when I attack with Zookas at this low level. So here we go. We're just going to get right under the core. We're going to flare to the core. We're going to one-shot this core. Watch this. We're going to drop a few shocks. Wow. Insta-kill, guys. Insta-kill. That was crazy. Okay, so next up, the next weakest troop we have is, I think we have, I need to plan this out so I don't run out of troops, but I think it's going to be the lowest in the A tier. And in my opinion, the lowest in that tier, and I'm not showing you guys a picture of the tiers. If you haven't watched my tier video, go watch it. But the lowest in the A tier, probably heavies. If I'm going to be using all of one troop, it's going to be heavies. Now, I put them in the A tier because they're so good with bombardiers and other troop combinations, but when you're using them alone, they're pretty trash. So we're going to be trying out the heavies. I'm just going to be flaring to the core. It will be a nice, easy attack. Oh gosh, okay, what am I doing? Remember, I have 200, or I guess it's 100% on boosted. I have 100% troop damage boost, so I'll be able to defeat this, but just in case, I'm just going to park right above the core here. We're going to activate Dr. Kavan and get some more troops up in here. We'll flare to the core. I have a ton of damage, so really, the base isn't going to be able to do much against my troops. So there we go. That was stage number 3. We have 4 stages left, and looking at my tier list, I have 4 troops left, going from B down to D. So here's the deal. Next up is the top of tier B, which is the tanks. I got a ton of heat for putting tanks so low on my list. I put them in B tier. To be fair, it was between B and A, and using just tanks is obviously better than using just heavies. So the support of heavies definitely played a factor into how I chose the different tiers. But needless to say, we have tanks. A nice, easy win for us. It's gonna start getting hard here in a minute because pretty soon I'm gonna have to do an attack with all riflemen. and all mechs, and all cryoneers. I think those are the last troops I have. So yeah, I'm gonna, after this, I need to rank cryoneers, riflemen, and mechs. Mechs and riflemen are in the same tier, and I'm trying to think which is better. I mean, riflemen you can use for a bunch of different combinations, and riflemen in warships is super good, because if you space out your troops and just have a line of riflemen going down the base, it's a great tanking troop. So I'm kind of feeling like riflemen is better than mechs. Granted, if you were to just use riflemen, I feel like mechs would be better. If you were just using one troop, mechs would be better. Riflemen, like heavies, are support troop, but I think I still would put riflemen better than heavies because of their support. So that means we're gonna have to use riflemen now. So we're gonna go riflemen and then mechs and then the cryoneers, which is by far the worst troop. Cryoneers suck. Please don't lose connection. Are you kidding me? That means I'm gonna lose an attack, right? Oh, what? Oh my gosh, I am so lucky. Apparently I lost internet before I hit attack, or even before I switched up my boats. I am very, very lucky. I really thought I just lost an attack. I probably would have went to my Confusion account. I'm hoping I don't lose any more attacks here, because that would really suck. Hero, definitely gonna bring Dr. Gavan. We'll bring Second Wind. Spawning up like 24 more riflemen is gonna be really good. Oh, I forgot this was stage 5. I could flare to the core, but I feel like it'd be more fun if I just go from the bottom. Let's just drop a ton of barrages though, just so I don't lose. I really want to make sure I get to the cryoneer attack, because that is by far the most important. Getting progressively worse. You guys want to see the worst troop, in my opinion. And you guys all knew it was coming, so there's no spoiler. So definitely go watch my Boom Beach tier list video if you haven't though, because in that video I go over all of these different tiers. You guys can see and hear my reasoning why I put troops in certain tiers, even though I got a lot of heat for it, and I really appreciate it if you guys go watch that video, because it took me a while to make, and I love your support. Also, guys, first of all, I know this video is coming out a little bit after our typical like imitation game video. I just had the pre-recorded video, but today is Black Friday currently, and I don't know if these offers are going to stay in the shop, but if you purchase any of these, please use code COSMIC. Enter code COSMIC here, and it helps support it. If you buy anything in the shop, enter code COSMIC. It really, really helps us, and if you're on a iOS device, you can try clicking on the support code down below. It doesn't always work, but it is there if it does. So here we go. The only thing about mechs is I'm not going to be able to drop all of them initially. We're also not going to bring Dr. Gavan. We'll bring Bullet instead, and we'll actually bring Taunt, because I feel like having Taunt is going to be better. Now stage 7, I forgot. Stage 7 is low-key kind of difficult, but there we go. We got 2 times 6, so 18 mechs total out on the base, and I don't really know how I'm gonna do this. You know what, we're actually gonna drop a shock on the shock launcher, and bringing Bullet was definitely an L, because Bullet is about to die, and that's not what I wanted. But we'll activate Bullet so the shock is taunted, so only fire at Bullet. We're activated Bullet again. I don't know if I'll get a hit out. We're gonna drop my last mech boat on the side. I feel like spacing out my mechs and having them spread out is gonna be better. To be fair, I'm starting to realize this. Every single Boom Beach troop is probably really, really good, and then we get to the cryoneers, who are just absolute trash. So, I mean, all these attacks were pretty decent attacks. Granted, stage 5 was pretty easy. That was a very easy stage 5. So there's that. But stage 7, here we go. I'm definitely gonna lose, but I'm gonna try my best, because I really want to see how far we can get on stage 7. So we're gonna load up cryoneers, which in my opinion is the worst Boom Beach troop. Now I actually have some proto troops on my tier list, and there are proto troops in the same tier as cryoneers that I feel like are actually worse than cryoneers. So if you want to see what those are, again, go click the link down below. So as for my hero, I have a feeling Dr. Kavan is going to be my best bet because I can activate Second Wind to get a little bit of damage on the front lines. It's not cheating to have more troops and to bring in some riflemen. It is cheating if I were to substitute a boat of Cryoneers for riflemen. Alright guys, I guess girls, come on. I don't even really need to spend energy on shocks. I feel like medkits is just going to be better. I'm actually dealing quite a bit of damage, but I know for a fact all of my Cryoneers are going to get fried pretty soon. Although I don't have to drop shocks, the shock launcher is still firing at me, which means my Cryoneer beams aren't freezing them as well as I would have hoped. Okay, I'm actually making decent progress on this base, and that's only because I have 100% troop damage unboosted. If I had less troop damage, it would not go nearly as well as it is. Typically, when you bring all Cryoneers, you're not able to make the dent I just made. Now, if I had 2 attacks using Cryoneers, it might have been a little bit different, but I still would have lost because of this rocket launcher and shock blaster in the back. That was a good attack though. I cleared a good portion of that base. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know down below if this is something you want me to try with Dr. T, or I can't really do it with Gearheart. I guess we have 5 attacks, so I could try it with Gearheart. Maybe going the opposite direction where I start at the worst troop and work my way up. So let me know down below if you guys want to see any of those alterations to this video. And I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like as always. And I'll see you guys in the next Boom Beach video. Bye.